this time last week we were sitting on the veranda and we were talking about how we'd had a lot of rain.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was pretty wet at that stage.
Yeah, but nobody had any clue what was about to happen, did they?
No idea.
So many people would probably know that South East Queensland has been inundated with rainfall and devastating flooding in some areas. Yeah.
We here alone in our area we had about 740 mil. Further up the coast, they had about 1.3 metres of rain in about 4 or 5 days. I've never seen so much rain in my life, and I've been through a few floods.
And Brisbane also had a lot of rain, didn't they?
Yeah, and they're in a bad way, pretty badly flooded down there.
I read that over 18,000 homes in Brisbane had been inundated yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. It's pretty bad.
We've actually been through 2 floods before, and one was the 2011 flood in Brisbane. Yeah, and that was when we were living in West End, and we were in an apartment on the waterfront, and we lost a lifetime of stuff in that one. And the other one was when we lived in Victoria in a little town called Meetung. And the one thing that we learned is that when places, little towns like that go through that, and particularly when they're tourist towns, they rely on tourism, and they need tourism, and they need people to spend money in their towns more than ever. And that's something we went through ourselves, especially in Victoria. We, after the clean-up, businesses were open and nobody came. And so we did all our research. We checked that all the roads were open, that the necessary roadworks had been done, that cleanups had happened. So we drove up to Pomona for the purpose of
spending money.
Spend some money, because that's what the businesses and that's what the towns need right now, don't they?
That's right.
So we went up there, we went to the hardware shop and
we went a nice little cafe. We had coffee and cake.
Yeah, we did. It was fantastic. Went to the rural supplies.
To get some food for the chooks. And we went to the butcher.
Yeah, we did. And we had a little walk around town, and it was just lovely. It was great to see people out. But, these little towns are going to hurt for a long time.
That's right.
And speaking to the lady in the cafe, she told us a couple of stories that were really sad.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
She talked about how yesterday people came out of their homes for the first time, and so there was a lot of people around, but she said today there's not many people around. It was very quiet in town, and that there's a real sadness, people feel sad, the reality of what's happened, probably exhausted from cleaning up, and the realisation of having to replace things and repair things and the expense and all the worry that goes with that. So the best thing that we can all do, I guess, is support those little towns when they're ready to open for business again, is to go and spend money.
So that's what we did.
That's what we did. We went up there just for that. So we hope you enjoyed the little video that we put together. Pomona is a great little town, and we hope that you are able to visit it one day, because it's really cute, isn't it?
Beautiful spot.
It's a beautiful spot. And thank you to all our lovely viewers who sent us little messages to check that we were okay. We were fine. There was nothing for us to worry about.
But thanks.
We had water coming through our garden, looked like a little bit of a river at one stage, but apart from that, we're fine. So thank you. What did you get?
Pie.
What sort of pie?
I think it's lamb and rosemary, family pie. And we got beef, Guinness, something else.
Mushroom and bacon.
Sausages, that's
Yeah.
right, yeah. Glad you remembered.
This is the majestic Silent Theatre in Pomona, and it's believed to be the oldest continuously operating silent theatre in the world. How's that? And apparently it's very beautiful inside, but they did have a lot of water come in with the floods, and that did cause damage to their equipment, and it is closed at the moment, but you can see this beautiful old building. If you're up this way, definitely have to go to the Silent Theatre. I'm so glad that we came to Pomona, are you?
Yeah, I am. It's lovely.
Yeah, and you've got to give it to the locals because they've done an incredible job of cleaning up after the floods, haven't they?
Sure have. We had a lot of rain where we were, but they had heaps more than us.
Yeah, probably double. Now, for those that don't know, Pomona is an hour and 40 minutes, I guess, north of Brisbane if you're driving straight up the Bris Highway. And it's about 135, 140 kilometres from Brisbane. And it's also got its own little train station, so it's possible to catch a train up here to Pomona, which would be really nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, nice easy trip.
It would be a nice easy trip. Take a little bit longer, but it would be a really nice thing to do, hey?
Yeah, that's for sure.
We had a delicious coffee in that village cafe, and the lady was so nice, wasn't she? Township of Pomona, if you don't know, in 2016 census had a population of 2,900. It's not a big town. So we've had a lovely day today in Pomona.
It's great.
And we love showing
Lovely
you
little
around.
spot.
It's one of my favourite little
towns,
little country towns in the Noosa Hinterland.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Do you remember a few months ago we took you on the Fig Tree Walk? It's a place we love to walk. It's really close to our house, but we were just driving home and we had to pull over because you can really see how much water came through the creek here. So this will give you some idea how high the Yabba Creek came up in this area. Have a look here, you can see the water line. Can you see that? With all the debris. And then when you look across here to Yabba Creek, it seems so far away and so far down. It's just incredible, isn't it, the amount of water that came through. See you next week.
Bye everyone. See ya.
Take care.